Okay, so welcome back guys to our channel, and you are watching Driven Next to Children. My name is Elias, and today I'm here at First Street, and First Street it's the home for Toyota Uganda, the CFAO Motors Group distribution. Remember, CFAO Motors, it's a distribution company which distributes Toyota cars in most of the countries in Africa. And today I'm here at First Street along Kampala Ginger Road, and basically the reason as to why I'm here is that there is a car which I found here and I wanted to show it to you guys. It's a very nice car. It's the newest member of the Toyota family. It was introduced far way back in 2020, but now the one I'm equipped with today, which I'm going to show you in just a bit, it is the 2022 make. And one thing about this car, it's a very nice car. And if you're driving in town, if you're fond of doing office work and you tend most of the times to use your car in town, it is the right car for you. It has this outstanding engine performance, which is very nice, as well as its fuel consumption levels are also very good. And in this video, we are going to talk about its exterior, interior, and all the other related stuff about it. Basically, the performance. And guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, just please do hit that red subscribe button and also click on the bell icon to do not miss out on any of the reviews which we are going to be having. And you can also follow us on all social media platforms at drivennext.ug. So let us start with our review. Take a closer look on this 2022 Toyota Cross. You can see that the big difference it has, this major attracting feature me I love most about it, it's that its headlights. First of all, this is the only Toyota car which has its own headlights up. You're not going to find this on any other car except the Cross. First of all, you have this day running light which runs all the way from this side to this side. You have this day running light inside. It's actually an LED light inside, as well as your normal headlights in here. And also you have this big front grille which is complemented by this black apron on it, giving it a bold look, as well as it tends to look more sporty. And then you have your fog lights in here, in that most of the cars they tend to have their fog lights just here on the sides, but in here they have basically been positioned at the front. And remember, the reason as why you get these fog lights in the car, they are the ones which are going to show you what is underneath the front bumper. Remember, these headlights, the headlights cannot show you what is underneath, because for them their main purpose is for them to show you what is ahead of you, not what is below you. So that is the purpose of having fog lamps on the car. So basically, if you haven't yet equipped yours with one, you better go and equip it with. And also another thing, it's that on the headlight itself, here, come and see, on the headlight itself, they have written the Corolla Cross inside here, and it's all about the lights there. Then also under the hood, the most interesting thing about this car is what it has under the hood. And what is powering this 2022 Toyota Cross, under the hood you have what you call, this is a 1.8 liter four-cylinder petrol engine which has the capability of producing 140 horsepower, as well as 177 newton-meters of torque. And this, it is connected to what you call a four-cylinder inline petrol engine. Why is it an inline? Most of us get confused with what we call an inline, then a force. There is the types of engine alignments. They are basically characterized by how the pistons are arranged, in that if it's an inline cylinder, then the pistons are arranged in what you call a line, like this. They are in line, they are in lane. Then if it's a V, for example, if you see a V8, if it's a V8, for example, if they say that it's a V6 engine, then the cylinders are parallel to each other to make a V shape. That is the difference. But basically this, it is has what we call an inline four cylinder. But most of the cars here we have, they are inline. And this has this outstanding fuel efficiency of something like a 6.87 liters per 100 kilometers. So basically, if you are to cruise around the city, it's going to be the best car for you to use. And also, one of the reason as to why this car is a nice one, it's a very nice crossover. Remember, this is a sport utility vehicle, and it's built on this latest architecture from Toyota, which is called the TNGA platform. Basically, the TNGA platform, its full form, it is Toyota New Global Architecture. And this, it's the same architecture which is used in this 2023 Land Cruiser 300 series. It has the same architecture as this. Why? Basically, the reason as to why Toyota developed the TNGA platform is that it's meant to lower the center of gravity of a car, then to also stiffen its chassis. If it stiffens its chassis, meaning it's going to be giving it more capability. It's going to be able to be, it's going to be fast, it's going to be stable, and it's going to have this outstanding capability in performance as well as in off-roading. But unfortunately, what we have today, the Toyota Cross, is actually a two-wheel drive, in that it has what you call a rear wheel drive, and you can also notice these boldly colored side mirrors as well as turn signals. And also on the Toyota Cross, the only car which I've seen, for example, if you take a closer look from the front headlight to this side door, you can notice that there is an arrowhead. If you notice, there is an arrowhead in here which comes like this, then this. And you also have these side fenders which are coated in plastic. The reason as to why you have this in plastic is that if you are cruising in snow or mud, this won't wear like in normal cars. And also under here, you have these big rims. They're actually big rims, and these are 17-inch aluminum alloy wheels with what we call gray brake calipers inside, and these are ventilated discs inside. Wow. And these are Bridgestone tires. This comes fully. And another thing is that these tires, and remember, this is a brand new car, and these tires are new. And another thing is that that same tire you have in here, it's the same spare tire you get in the trunk of the car. So we no longer have these small yellow tires, which I hate. Like, they tend to give a car to look like a bald head of a person. So, and also here you can notice that you have this chrome strip which runs all the way from the front door to the rear side of the car, and towards the rear end you have this Cora cross indication here, as well as you have these black roof rails which further complement the vehicle's iconic design. Wow, it's a very nice car, and indeed you should buy this. And it has what you call a starting price of something like a $43,000. And here on the side door you have this. It's a little bit flat, actually a flat door with only, we can count the lines in this door. We have something like a one, then two lines in it. And also there is this feature on the door, in that when you open it, this door closes up to this down end of it, in that when you open it, for example, when you've been cruising or when you've been off-roading and the curtains to get dirty, when you open it, this side, the door covers it, the door covers the body of the car to the downer side, in that it's going to not, it's not going to make your clothes dirty when you're entering. Remember, sometimes when you enter cars, we tend to like to get into contact with the body surface of the side door. So basically that makes our clothes dirty, and this, it has been improved by making the side door to be a little bit longer so that it covers that part, and it gets, yeah, like you become a clean driver when you're driving. And also this is where you get your fuel tank. And also on the rear side of it, interesting part of this car, you have these nice rear lights. They're the first ever, first of all, for me to see them. It's only featured on this, and these are actually LED lights. And there is a way how they produce light. It's like it's produced inside, then it's reflected outside, if you can see it. And it also had this Cora cross wording in the rear light. And also, if you look at the rear side of the car itself, first look at the rear side of it. If you look at the rear side of it, you have this, it's very nice by the way at the back, just because there is this design which is it's trying to bring out. For example, if you take a look at the 2014 Lexus RX 350, it has this same design a bit. They resemble a bit, if you can check it. And you also have a rear spoiler, and also you have this Cora cross wording. And there is also this new system which they have brought in cars, in that, remember, the other side, whereby to open the trunk you hold something like a lever underneath, then you pull it. But in these cars, these brand new cars they are bringing in, you just press a button. There is a button underneath, just like this power tailgate. That is it. In simple terms, it's actually a power tailgate, in that you just need to press a button like this, then it unlocks, then you open it. And in here, you have what you call a ton of storage space with up to something like 800 liters of storage space. And also, another thing is that this car is different from other cars. Most of the cars, they tend to have what you call a flat storage space in the rear. But in this one, there is a way how it has this side. Remember that spare tire, it's inside. It's not below, but it's inside. But they tend to raise it a bit, and it's consuming some of the storage space which we should be having in here. In that, it's basically in the trunk, making it raised to be raised a bit in the middle. But here in the sides, we have these corners which are here on the side. And also another good thing of this car is that when you automatically open this tailgate, this inside light, it's automatically turned on. So we no longer have those lights in the trunks whereby you just need to operate it manually. But this one, it is automatic. The moment you open the tailgate, it just turns on. And again, if you take a closer look on this car, it has this relatively high ground clearance. Remember, this is a sport utility vehicle. So if I'm carrying something heavy in my hands, for example, like a box, it's very easy for me to place it inside, just because of this height, in that this level, it's actually just above my knees. Wow, that is also nice. So to close this up, again, on this roof, we have what you call a shock fin at the top. And also another thing, this car has what you call parking sensors. You have this sensor here, as well as another one here, in that it prevents, well, for example, when you're going to collide with something, before the time you collide with it, for example, if you take a look at the position where the car is and where these chairs are, so if you are here, then you turn it into reverse, these parking sensors are going to automatically inform you that there is a collision ahead. So let us continue on to the front side, and we see what it's all about. And also, another cool feature about this car is that most of the cars, the handles, they have been made in a way in that. And another thing is that it has only one part whereby you can insert in a manual key. Remember, this is a push start car. So when you open this and when you pull it like this, actually the hand is the one which moves only, but this thing stays inside there. And also it has this feature which I like most about cars. If I pull out the keys, then I lock it. It has this, it's called a keyless entry. A keyless entry characteristic of these push start cars, in that if the car is locked for now, and you see that when you lock it, the side mirrors automatically forward. Now, if the car is locked and you want to get in, but the keys are in your trousers, are in your pockets, and the keys are in your pockets, what you need to do is just to come next to the car, you place your hand in like this, then the moment you do that, the car has already sensed that you have the keys with you, so it automatically opens. And even to lock it, it's very easy when you don't want to use the key fob. You just need to, you see these two lines here, basically they are touch sensitive, in that the moment I touch them, then the car locks. Unlock it, then if I do like this, wow, that is so nice. Okay, so let us get in and see what this car is all about in the inside. So inside this 2022 Toyota Cross, you have this outstanding luxury interior cabin. There is how this cabin, it's so nice. But if you are a good fan of the cars and you really know cars, you can notice that this dashboard, the design on the dashboard, it has been borrowed from the RAV4. The RAV4 is characterized by having this dashboard. I remember when I did, you can check out my 2020 Toyota RAV4 hybrid review. It has this same design on it, and you have this in plastic. Why do you think you have this in plastic? Remember, this is a sport utility vehicle, so it's very easy to clean when you have been cruising off-road. It's very easy to clean. And you also have this leather, and you have your glove box underneath, just like a characteristic of normal cars. And in that, you have these manuals inside. Basically, if you are a fan of driving brand new cars, first hand cars, brand new cars, you can get this inside. And you have this infotainment system. Come and you show them the infotainment system. you have this nice infotainment system with what you call, it comes fully equipped with what you call Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Let me turn on the accessories. It comes equipped with what you call Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. But this, it's actually something like it's a wired. Then it can easily access the maps. It can easily access. It has these apps inside here. There are no functions available for this button. Then you have phone. You can connect your phone via a Bluetooth connection, in that you can easily play music. You can easily call someone. Then it has this info, in that it can literally help you. For example, if you have passengers in the back, you can turn on this info. Then it shows them the average speed, average speed which you are cruising on, even the time you guys have used when your journey has just started, even the cruising range, the kilometers of which you have just traveled. And also it can show you the history of the past journeys or trips, in that you can even have trip information, history. Then you can easily update trip 1. You can do trips, for example, trip 1, trip 2, trip 3, and so other related stuff. Then this is your menu. It has this simple menu which is very very easy to configure in. You have your audio, you have your phone, you have your information. For example, this is the information which I was talking about. Then also in this setup menu, you can easily configure, for example, if you have this theme setting, you can literally change the theme setting to red. You can, it has these multiple colors inside here, whereby you can easily turn it to that, to that, to this, which is it's normal. Then also you have the units of measurement, in that you either want kilometers per liter or liters per 100 kilometers. Then you also have this memorize keyboard history, then animation, delete personal data. It has this software update, in that you can easily update your software version of it. And also it has this touch sensitivity, in that for example, this screen, you can increase its touch sensitivity. Now if I put it to 3, do you notice that sound which comes in? For example, that beeping side, you can easily, you can turn off that sound, and in that when you click, it doesn't make any sound. Then it becomes in silent, just like you do a silent mode in an iPhone. So basically you can also do that. And also you have this digital digital watch on the infotainment screen itself, in that you no longer have a separate watch in the vehicle, but it's indicated on the infotainment system. That is also nice. And even in the Bluetooth part, by the way, no have no Bluetooth device which is connected, but you can easily connect a Bluetooth device, in that for example, if you have your phone, you can easily connect it on the infotainment system via the Bluetooth or via the Android Apple CarPlay. Then there is no phone installed. Then you have this vehicle. If I go into the vehicle, you can do what you call a vehicle customization. You can do what you call door lock settings. You have speed sensitive auto locking, auto lock by shift from parking. Like remember, sometimes we have kids in the car. So basically, there is this thing which helps you, that when you have kids in the car, you can easily change this door locking settings, in that you can change it, in that the moment you shift the gear lever from parking to drive or reverse, it's going to automatically lock the doors, that no one is going to have the access inside or outside the vehicle, except that one who is inside. You can easily open. But again, for the kids, basically this thing, it's maintained, it's basically made to improve the security of the kids when you are in the car. There is also what you call auto unlock by shift to P. So this, it's the feature which we want to test out. We want to test out the auto lock by shift from P, then the auto unlock by driver door. So basically, when I turn on the engine like this, the moment I shift my gear lever to parking, it's going to automatically unlock the doors without me pressing any button. If I take it to parking, the doors are automatically unlocked. Now, if I shift it from parking to reverse or neutral or to drive, it's going to automatically lock the doors. This is what I'm talking about. So this is the nice cool feature about the cross, in that it gives you this security for the kids, in that you know that the moment you start your car, the moment the car starts to be in motion, the doors are going to be automatically locked. Wow, that is so nice. It has these you see these hazards just here. You have these nice ventilators in here, as well as your climate dials. And these climate dials, they have the design, basically it looks more of that of the RAV4, but in this one there is how it, at least it's small, then it's something like it's compacted a bit. Remember that RAV4 one extends here, then it has these big climatic dials, and then it has this rear parking camera. If I press the brake pedal, then put it into reverse, you can see this parking sense. It gives you this wide angle view of what is behind the vehicle, as well as put it back into drive. And also this car comes equipped with what you call, you can turn it in. Remember, most cars these days, they have pedal shifters when you want to use the manual transmission, but in this one, in order to use the manual transmission, just press the brake pedal, then you take the gear lever all the way to the drive part, then you tilt it to the right hand side of yourself, then now it's in manual transmission. Then you can easily increase or decrease the gears from that part. And also you have here a flash drive port, in that you can connect a flash, or you can easily connect your phone to the infotainment system. When I open this, I have here what you call a 12-volt charging point in here, as well as a little bit of storage space in here. And also you see this seat which I'm sitting in. This seat is actually electrically operated. You can electrically operate this seat, in that, for example, if I'm too short a person, then I feel like I can't get a clear visibility of the road ahead, I can literally choose to extend it forward like this. You can literally extend it. If you are that short, you can literally extend it to this position. You can literally do this, and I get this whole of leg room. Steering wheel, you actually get it in what you call leather. You actually get it in leather, and you have these stitches here which further complement the design, thus making it to be a little bit more sporty. And also you have what you call a cruise control option on the steering wheel. It has what you call a reach adjustment, in that when I pull this lever here, then I can literally pull it or decrease it. And also another thing is that there is something which I want to show you guys. You see, that is the driver interactive driver's display, in that on that display there is this digital screen I have here. And actually that digital screen, the information it displays, it's the same information you get on this infotainment system. Then I can literally have, that's where you set your cruise control. All this is done by the use of your steering wheel. Then you also have your press back, you have your audio, you can literally control the FM. And also you have these trip settings, in that you can see the distance you are traveling in total times of how which you have used, and so other related stuff. Let's continue on in the rear seats. And under here, the most interesting part is that if you have this, remember the latest technology we see in phones, that most of the phones use what you call a C-type chargers, in that here you have two USB-C charging points in here, and even they light up. They have this ambient lighting to indicate that these are charging ports. You have your rear vents in here, and also here you have what you call a ton of headroom, as well as legroom and knee room. And even there is a way how the front seats have been made, in that there is a way how they curve in here, in that the curving of this, it helps you like to get this new room. That is also nice. And these are all fully leather seats, and I have this even for the fifth person who is sitting in the middle. They have this comfortable position to where the journey takes them. And this is actually a very nice car. And even here I have what you call the storage space. And there is also another thing I want to show at the front, in that when you close this, then you open on the passenger's door at the front, you have this. Here underneath here, this car comes fully equipped with what you call a fire extinguisher inside, just like the OC 300. Wow, most cars these days have been equipped with fire extinguishers, so the use of this fire extinguisher. Okay, so guys, this concludes the grand tour of this all new 2022 Toyota Cross. And this is actually the 2022 make, but then there is also an upgraded version, the 2023 version of this Cross, but it has engine involved here, but it's there. We never talked about the engine options. It has another 1.8-liter hybrid petrol engine, and that produces at least more power than more torque. And also watching, guys, please do subscribe at our YouTube channel at Next so you do not miss out on any of the reviews. Thank you.